My research is focused primarily on wetlands, and we're very interested in trying to assess their condition, their health, how they're doing in the environment, what stressors, what impacts are affecting them, and then what can we do about that. Wetlands provide a number of free ecosystem services. Wetlands can hold that water, absorb it in some cases, and release it slowly back into the stream. There are nutrients and sediments carried in runoff from the landscape, and wetlands can use those nutrients, and therefore it helps to clean that water before it enters a receiving water body. In Riparian, which was formerly the Cooperative Wetlands Center, one of our bread and butter projects has been the creation of a reference set of wetlands. And this is over 200 wetlands throughout Pennsylvania that we've studied since the early 90s, and now we're revisiting on a 10-year cycle. We can use that information to assess their condition, compare them to other systems, and really use that information to help us design and build better mitigation sites.
One of the biggest impacts, I think, of some of Rob's research is the idea of pairing a mature natural wetland like the one we're in today with a human-created wetland of equal size. And just to get the idea of a good comparison of how well these wetlands are actually being built and if they're functioning appropriately and if they're getting species that you would eventually see in a mature natural wetland.
One of the things we try to do is involve undergraduates as well as our regular graduate students. So we give them opportunities in the center throughout the year. They get to go out in the field with us, and a few of them we can hire during the summer. So they're getting a lot of different experiences that are going to help them either in graduate school or when they go looking for jobs.
You know, one thing that I really like about coming out in the field and actually seeing stuff and a chance to learn new things. Every experience is different, and every trip out here is something new that year.
We have choices about where we put schools, where we put our houses, and we need to be smarter about that. And I think we're headed in that direction, and wetlands become part of that picture. So we need to figure out where to put our built environment and where to protect our natural environment.